guys, welcome back to today's video. So today I am going to be showing you guys how I got this look, and you are not going to believe what I used. I used everything that was $1. So I am actually using products from shopmissae.com, and it is all from their AOA Studio line. So I have worked with them before. I did a whole video on their products. I think it was like a year and a half ago. They actually reached out to me and they wanted to work with me on this video, so they are sponsoring today's video, which is so cool. So thank you so much to Shop Miss A, and I was thrilled because you guys know how I feel about my dollar makeup products and finding things that are super affordable yet work like a high-end product. So I actually was on the website. I picked out all the products myself, spent like 2 hours combing through the website, reading reviews, picking out shades, and I wanted to give you guys the best possible tutorial, review, and products that I could find. So that is what we're doing today, and I love this look. I am so excited to show you guys everything I use. So if you guys are excited for this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit that bell. It is right next to the subscribe button, and that will notify you when I upload new videos so you don't miss out. Let's get on into it, and if you want to find out all the dollar products I use to get this look, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to actually use is this AOA Studio Balm Skin Rescue. This is the strawberry scent, and what I thought was cool about this is that not only can you use this on your lips, you can also use this on like rough areas of your skin, so like your elbows, your knees, on your cuticles. So we love a multi-purpose product. And right now it's starting to get colder here in New York, so I'm actually already noticing I'm getting those little micro cuts on my lips, and they're like the worst because if you have something spicy, it hits that spot and it burns so bad. So I'm looking for anything to help with my lips already getting chapped, and it's not even winter yet. It just has like a nice, so it has just like a standard applicator. I feel like this is going to be pretty thick. Yeah, it's pretty thick. And I thought this would be good to start with because we could leave it on for the whole tutorial. Oh, it smells amazing. So for reference, it's not as thick as the e.l.f. Petrolatum base, which is like the same as a Vaseline. And it has beeswax and some different colors in it and fragrance. And not some like crazy breakthrough lip formula, but it does feel nice and moisturizing on my lips, and it smells really nice. They don't have too much in the way of like eyeshadow palettes. They have a lot of little singles, and I did get one of the singles. I'm gonna use another palette to set my eyeshadow primer. I did go ahead and already prime my eyes. I'm just gonna go and add some neutral shades into my crease just to get the eye look started, and so we have something to blend with, because I do have some really pretty pigments that I want to use from Shop Miss A. I want to do kind of like a faux cut crease, so I'm just going to go ahead and use a concealer. This is the Natural Finish AOA Studio Liquid Concealer. I'm also going to use this on my face later on. This is medium to full coverage. I have the shade Fair Ivory, so I'm going to use this to kind of just cut my crease a little bit. This on my lid, and then I'm using a synthetic flat brush, so it's easier to just kind of form that fake kind of cut crease look. And I swear you guys, I do this all the time. It makes your makeup look so fancy, and like you really know what you're doing, and you really are just faking a cut crease. Not much effort required here. So I'm just bringing this all the way onto the lid and just use the tip of the brush to shape. Just try that little tip, it will elevate your makeup game. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna start layering. So I have the AOA Velour eyeshadow in the shade, what's the name of this? Prayer. And this is a gorgeous white shade with shimmer to it, and these have such an interesting texture. It reminds me of the Maybelline Dream Bouncy blushes, except in eyeshadow form. So when you push your finger in, it leaves like little imprint. I have a bunch of brushes from Shop Miss A that I'm going to use today. So we have some right here. I'm going to use this little guy. It's the F16. Their brushes, you guys, are amazing. Like, I am loving their brushes. I have some from a previous video that I did, and I still use them to this day. You guys know the highlighting brush was in my favorites, my September favorites. Okay, so this doesn't really pick up well with a brush. It kind of just leaves an indent in the shadow when you press it. So I think what I'm going to do is just use my finger, which I think is going to be the best method of application. Yeah, so this seems to be the best way to apply it. So I'm just putting this right on top of where we put that concealer. And then we're going to add a pigment on top of this. So the white is really going to bring out the pigment. This is also going to look really pretty on the inner corner too. Do the same for this eye. I was so excited when Shop Miss A reached out to me. You guys have no idea how excited I am for this video. I was just waiting for the day to sit down and film this for you guys. Like, it looks crazy when you start dipping your brush in, it leaves all these little holes. So I have two Shop Miss A loose pigments. These are so pretty. They are Duochrome pigments, and these actually remind me a lot of the Anastasia loose pigments. The shade Enchant, which is a pink with gold shimmer, and then I also picked up this one, which is Spell. This one is so pretty. It's that kind of black with a duochrome effect. I'll show you guys a swatch of it so you can see. So it's one of those really cool shades that has a really nice shift to it, and you can put it on top of black and it'll look different. You can put it on top of different colors. This one right here, this one's super creamy. This is the pink one with the gold. It reminds me so much of the Anastasia one I have. What I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna pick up the pink shade, which is Enchant, and I'm gonna use that little brush we just used, and I'm gonna put this on the first part of my lid. And I think this is looking so pretty over that white shade, and it's really gonna pop. That's why I love using bases. It really changes the whole kind of like effect of the shadow. Shop Miss A is like, if you love something, like say you're like, I love that pigment, I want to get it. Just knowing it's only $1 and knowing how affordable it is, it's amazing. Like, you don't have to feel like you can only get like one or two things. You can really get a bunch of different items from their website and kind of go a little bit crazy. This brush is so nice because it's long and thin. I don't have a brush like this in my collection. That's why I wanted to pick it up. So I love these little synthetic brushes for detail work. I think these are doing really well on top of a base. I think it would also be really nice on top of a pink shadow. I would love to try that as well. Spray the brush twice because I want to see what this looks like with some setting spray. Ooh, oh my gosh. Spraying that just intensified it like tenfold. Do you guys see? That is crazy. That is so pretty. And I'm just kind of taking it on the outer corner and brushing it upwards. In my head, I'm thinking, what am I going to make for dinner tonight? Anyone else, like, it's always like the looming question, what am I going to make for dinner tonight? I've just been so obsessed with my air fryer. Me and Nick both love it, and it's so much easier to use. I'm always on Pinterest looking up air fryer recipes. It has been a total game changer. So that's been our thing, and we love everything so far that we've made in the air fryer. I love the way that came out. I did kind of have to work to create my shape. It doesn't come as easy as when you're using a matte shadow, but I think it's really fun. It's kind of like a new take on a smoky eye. So I'm gonna work on this side now, and I'll do that off camera so I'm not being too repetitive. I am so in love with this Spell Duochrome shade. It's honestly gorgeous. I cannot believe it's the website for $1. It literally is like something that should retail for like $20. Don't tell Shop Miss A I said that. This little guy right here, this is the AOA Studio E116. It is an angled brush, and I'm actually gonna take this Duochrome shade and I'm gonna put this underneath my lower lash line, so right there. And I'm gonna drag it down a little like this. Not expect this at all for it to come out like this. I was like kind of hesitant and nervous because it was a duochrome and I'm not used to working with these kinds of shades. Okay, I'm in love. I think this is so beautiful. I am so shook right now. People still say that. I'm shook. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take a matte shadow and I'm gonna go around the outer edge. I like to call this like erasing because you're literally just erasing any harsh lines. But I do it very lightly because you don't want to disturb the look too much. And I want to maintain that little cat eye shape we did, so. I did want to pick up an eyeliner from them, so I got the AOA Studio Buttercream Gel Liner. It also says it could be a shadow. I'm going to use it as a liner. This actually would be really pretty with the Spell Duochrome on top of it. I also have this brush from AOA Studio. These are a little bit different. They have the wood look handles. This is the E140. This is also really nice for going and cleaning up. Okay, let's just follow along that shadow we created. And it's so hard. I cannot talk when I do liner because I'm so focused in the zone. You guys understand. And I just always like the way that a matte liner looks with my shadow as opposed to like a shiny look. I feel like I need to go over it a few times to really get that black look that I like. I like super jet black liner. Today it's crazy. Like all my stuff that I had outside in my quote unquote backyard, it's not really a backyard, that's what I just call it. It like literally blew away. Like my table, the thing that was on top of my table blew away and I was like chasing after it. It's freezing cold. They also have these liners. I got this one. This is Artista eyeliner pen. I got the green shade. They were probably out of black, but this I got because it's actually my favorite kind. It's a brush tip liner, which is much easier to work with. It has more of a flow to it. It's not as stiff and draggy as the felt tip one, so I always look for this style. So I'm trying to figure out if I should like put this on top of the liner, maybe like a little extra. Actually, that's kind of nice. Just go right on top. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, oh my gosh, you guys, I really like the way that came out. Ooh, this liner is so nice. I actually wish I would have got a couple more shades of this because it's flowing so nicely. The color is really pigmented and it looks really nice with that duochrome shade. Okay, this pen is amazing and I love the way that came out on top of the black. I just put it right on top. I did my liner on this eye and then what I just went ahead and did was I tight lined. So I took that same black, just picked some up on my brush and then I just brought it all the way up onto this little line up here and then I'm gonna go ahead and bring it down into this waterline area. I don't always do this. I usually do a light waterline, but when I'm doing more of a deeper eye, I like to line my waterline because I feel like it just looks, I don't know, a little bit more put together, I guess. So this is what the eyes look like when they're all waterlined and eyelined, and I am so impressed with this green liner pen. I really want to pick this up, hopefully, if it comes back in stock in black. Lashes. So I have two products here. So this is the Skinny Underlash Primer from Shop Miss A, which I loved because it is this little tiny guy. So it is a white primer, which can be a little bit annoying because you have to cover up all that white. But I like how skinny this is because you can also do it on your lower lashes. So usually I don't put primer on my lower lashes, just the top. But this is so small, it'll work for your lower lash line. Totally thought I had an AOA mascara. That's why I didn't order one in this order. But I can't find it now. A bigger one. So they also have a larger size. This is great too. I've used this one before. So let's try this little guy. So Yeah, I've never seen a primer with such a small little brush. I love this because it combs through the lashes really nicely. Oh my gosh, I forgot to curl my lashes. Ah. Okay, so yeah, I like to apply this and then I wait just a couple seconds for it to get tacky. You don't want to wait too long because then you won't be able to brush through it with your mascara. So I'm just taking this essence. This is the Lash Princess Volume. This little grip on your lashes so it helps your mascara grab onto your lashes better, which I think builds more volume. So I'm going to do my lower lash line with this later on. I just like to do my concealer and everything first, so we'll hold out for that. I love the way that my lashes turned out. I feel like they look really full, and I definitely think this mascara primer made them look so much fuller. I feel like they kind of look like fake lashes. Which brings me up to my next product. I have these AOA Studio 3D Faux Mink Lashes. So these are longer than I thought they were going to be. This is 614 Carlene. They're very extra, very long. So I think what I'm actually going to do is do a half lash, cut them in half, and just put them on the outer corner. Wrong way, the mirror, it was like this way. I'm going to go ahead and apply this to, ooh, there we go, the outer half of my eye. Hopefully this looks good. Some people are just like pop them on so easily, and I'm like out here struggling. Okay. Yeah, definitely right decision to do a half lash because I feel like it just adds a little bit to the outer edge without being too much. These are so extra. They are really full. There was a couple other ones that I was looking at, but the one that I really wanted was sold out, so I kind of just got these instead. Moisturize my face. I don't have like an AOA moisturizer, so I just used my own, and the first thing I want to test out for the face products is this AOA Wonder Skin. This is their illuminating primer. So I wanted to give this a go. I did a little swatch on my wrist and it's not insane. Like usually these primers are so silvery, these illuminating primers, and I'm like, oh no. My oily skin self could never. So this one is a lot more subtle, like just really soft. You're probably not even going to be able to see that, but I liked how subtle it was. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply this. This is like the perfect hue for an illuminating primer. I'm dealing with some post acne breakouts from my period. This is so nice because I feel like it's not too much. We're so lightest kind of pearl without being too much. It's actually quite beautiful. Face product in, we are already doing really well. So the next product I'm trying out, I picked up 2 different shades of this because it was so cheap. So I got Sand and Buff. This is the AOA Studio Pro Wear Full Coverage Foundation. I was really intrigued by this. This is a part of their charity foundation. So the things that are $1.55, they're a little bit more expensive than $1 because they donate to charity. It says this purchase will help you support animals, which I think is amazing. This is a water-based foundation. It says it's medium to full coverage with a gorgeous semi-matte finish. Available in 15 shades. Shades correlate with our A+ satin foundation, so you can find your shade. So hopefully they come out with some more colors of this. So I did also get their very popular and widely talked about Paw Paw Wonder Blender. So this is supposed to be an amazing squishy sponge, which, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to use this. So it says it's latex-free, high definition, designed for easy applying and blending. You use with primers, foundations, powders, cream blush. It's also a part of their charity collection, so that little bit of extra bit of money goes towards helping animals. And open this up, and I'm gonna wet it under water. So let's give it a little, yeah, this feels really good. Oh my gosh, I love a squishy sponge. Nothing makes me happier. So I'm gonna go wet this and then we'll come back and play with the foundation. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just wet it and it is so soft and squishy. It got really big too. It has this nice flat side. The two together to form my own shade. I'm gonna apply this. Ooh, okay. Hello, full coverage. Put a little too much. Wow, you don't need a lot of this like I took. way too much product. Out. I actually think this combo that I did, this color combo, is going to be a good match to my skin tone, which I kind of try and go for more of my neck and my body. So good. My goodness. Wow. Okay. This covered up my acne scars over here. This sponge is amazing, you guys. Just as I suspected it would be. This is so soft. I love it, love it, love it. Highly recommend. My brightness a little because I feel like the sun was coming in strong. Okay, you guys, this is what one layer looks like, and I think it looks really nice. Definitely full coverage, and I think it looks also nice with that primer, the Wonder Skin primer. Since this is more of a matte foundation, I feel like it just added that little bit of extra glow. But I'm really happy with how this covered up my skin, and I don't need to go in with another layer. And this match actually matches really, really pretty well. So I'm bringing this down my neck a little bit. I don't look greasy. All right, I am definitely a fan of this. This is something that I can see myself reaching for. The liquid concealer, this is also from the Paw Paw collection. So this is also $1.55. This is in the shade Fair Ivory. I got this shade because it was a little bit brighter for my under eyes and use the sponge. So it's a pretty thick consistency. I'll pull a sponge and blend this out. Ooh. Definitely say is full coverage. Really beautiful. Covered up the darkness underneath my eyes, because look at this side, it looks so dark, and then compared to this side, it just looks so much brighter. I'm gonna go ahead and set that eye before it creases with the AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder. This is actually something I've had for a while from my last tutorial. This is in Soft Light, and it kind of reminds me of the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder, where it just imparts that really pretty soft glow to your skin, kind of like you're wearing a veil. And I'm going to use this to set the side of my nose, and then also just lightly underneath my eye, because I want to make sure, like I said, it doesn't start creasing. Oh, I hear a lawnmower. Oh, every time, you guys, every time. And out this eye, I just think it's a little easier if you use your finger to apply it and then you blend, because it doesn't have one of those applicators, or I mean like a doe foot. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Take that powder and just do a little bit of baking underneath the eye. If you are dry skin, you don't have to bake. You can just use a little brush to just sweep powder underneath. So just like that. I like to also go on the side of my nose. And then I realized I didn't do any other part of my face. So I'm going to go a little on my forehead, nose, right above the lip. And just blend that out a little on the chin too. Anywhere the light would hit. I'm so impressed with this. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Take that powder and just do a little bit of baking underneath the eye. If you are dry skin, you don't have to bake. You can just use a little brush to just sweep powder underneath. So grateful that I know how to do my makeup, and just thinking back to the days when I didn't know, like back in high school, and then I see now my transformation of makeup from like college, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so thankful that we all like have gone on this journey of finding out how to do our makeup and just make it look really beautiful, because I don't know, I just think it's amazing how far we've come. Okay guys, I want to do brows now while I'm baking. I do have a product from AOA. This is the Brow Gel, super pigmented, long-lasting, smudge-proof. So it comes in this little tube. And what shade did I get? Medium brown, which looks like an interesting color. I'm going to use this brush, this angled brush I used before. I'm just wiping off any of that shadow that was on there. And maybe what I'll do is I'll put a little bit on this mixing dish right here because I don't know, to squeeze it out of here and then put it on the brush. I just want to be a little bit careful. I start at the front and then I work my way in this way, so. Nervous. Okay. Okay. That went well. Let's go. Brush upwards. And I have a little bit of sparseness under here, so I'm just gonna go under here. A little bit on top. That looks really good. So happy with the way my brows came out. I feel like they look really flawless, and I feel like this product was super easy to work with, and I feel like feels like it's gonna be kind of bulletproof, like it's not gonna budge, which is really nice. Brush away my bake. I'm using this brush, which is insanely soft, the AOA Studio F13. Oh my gosh, it feels like a little teddy bear caressing your face. That's an actual description right there. So I want to play with this highlighter. I actually have two highlighters. So this is the AOA Dewy Cream Highlighter, which is more of like a yellowy tone. And then this one I think is the one I'm going to use. It's AOA Studio Long Lasting Glow. It says you can use it on your face or your body. And this is in Morning Glow. See that? I'm just going to... So pretty. You will need a little bit of this too because this is really glowy. Like, but it's not too much, which I like. How pretty is that, you guys? Love, love, love. Okay. You are like super duper fair. I think this might be almost a little bit too deep for you, but if you have a similar skin tone to me, I think this would work. And I just want to go ahead and set my face a little bit. So I have this microfiber Wonder Blender. This is also from the Paw Paw collection. So it is one of those like fuzzy flocked sponges. And I did wet this, but it doesn't stay as wet as like this kind of sponge. But what I'm actually going to use this for is powder. So I heard this is amazing for setting your powder. So I'm going to use that same perfect setting powder I use underneath my eyes. And I'm going to pick some up on the flat side and just shake it off. And then I'm going to just tap it on to my skin. And then I'm going to tap it all over my face. Obviously, like not on my highlighter, but set everything before we go in with blush. And this is supposed to give a nice airbrushed finish. Kind of like swore off these flocked sponges. I was like, they don't work. But then I'm like, you know what? When you use it with powder, it's a lot better than using with foundation, at least in my experience. But I still don't think the flocked sponges are like my favorite thing, just being honest. I actually got this AOA Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder, and I got it in a deeper shade for contouring. So I got the shade Almond, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this AOA F13 brush, which you can use this for blush. I'm gonna use it for contour. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put this right up here, and then I brush it upwards. So I'm liking to go a little bit higher with my contour to really kind of sculpt out my cheekbone. I feel like it looks more flattering. And this is actually the perfect little contour shade right here, because it's not too orange, it's not too deep, more of a natural contour, which I've been liking lately. I just realized I don't have a bronzer from them, so I guess maybe I'll just use this. Oh, I forgot I have this Lumi blush. This is the Lumi Radiant Blush. This is also $1. This is in the shade So Close, AOA Studio F20. You could use this for all over powder. I'm just going to use it for blush, so I'm going to pick up some of this. This is actually a like glowy blush. It has that really pretty veining, so I feel like it's going to look nice with the highlighter. And I'm just kind of stamping this on the apple of my cheek, and then I'm bringing it upwards and blending it into where my contour is so it looks seamless. Really pretty, like berry color. And I like this natural kind of glow that it gives to my cheeks. So really blend it into that contour because I don't want to see like any weird line. Like I want everything to kind of just connect and look like one. This does have a couple little pieces of glitter in it, so just kind of beware if you have pores. I'm kind of like brushing away some pieces or flecks of glitter that I'm seeing. Gorgeous color. Wow, it's like kind of the perfect pink, like you just came in from when it's cold outside. So I picked out 3 different lip shades because I just wasn't sure which one I was gonna like. So I got Shore, which is like a brown nude. I got Bliss, which is more of, I'd say, like a peachy pink nude. Also got Bikini, which, ooh, what just happened here? It like separated from the base. This is like a, what's going on here? Oh, there we go. This is more of just like a pink. I want to go with, see which one will match my look. Bliss. So lips are lined. I'm going to go in now with Bliss and just add this on. Ooh, that's pink. Thought it was going to be a little different, but we can work with this. Very smooth, very creamy application. So here is the completed look using all Shop Miss A, Shop AOA products. And I have to say, I love the way this came out. I was just kind of looking in the mirror and seeing how everything looked, like the face and the eyes. And I was like, wow, this stuff looks high end. Like I am blown away by the quality of the products. I cannot believe these are $1 and that I was able to create this whole look. And it just goes to show you that you don't need high-end makeup to create a high-end look. Literally everything here is insanely affordable. Like I wish we had the Shop Miss A store here in New York. I know they have them in Texas because I would be there like all the time. Loose pigments I think are absolutely gorgeous. I use both of those to create basically my entire eye look. I'm impressed with the AOA Pro Wear foundation. This definitely could be a new favorite for me. I will update you guys and let you know in a pinned comment how the foundation wore because I'm going to wear it for the rest of the day. But full coverage, I feel like my skin looks really flawless. Like, wow. Concealer, so full coverage, really covered up my dark circles and I feel like my under eyes look nice and flawless. And the AOA Perfect Setting Powder is beautiful for under eyes, all over your face. It's kind of a nice flawless filter to your skin. The Glow Baby highlighter is absolutely stunning. I can't stop looking at it in the mirror. The brushes are insane. I know so many of you guys always ask me what are good brushes. These are insanely affordable. $1, like you cannot beat it. I would buy literally all their brushes and fill them up in my kit. If you're a professional makeup artist, I highly recommend these brushes for every day. I recommend these brushes. They are so soft. I picked up this little mask because I thought it was cute. You can't really see the stars, but it has these little peach stars on it. I don't know. I just picked it up because it was $1 and I thought, why not? I like to match them to my outfit. Hope you enjoyed this video, me testing out the Shop Miss A $1 products. I am honestly blown away. I love so many of these products. They performed so beautifully. I love the way the look turned out. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of the makeup and the look. I am going to leave everything I use in the description box. I'm going to link every single product that I use so you guys can check them out. Highly recommend going to their website if you have not already, or maybe you have and you haven't tested out some of these newer products from them. They are amazing. They're cruelty-free. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much to Shop Miss A for working with me on this video. I had so much fun doing this. That is it. I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next one. Bye!